Joe Mike, no Jets media reporter is safe from Frankie from Flatbush on Twitter. No one does it better than Frankie. All right, Joe. Appreciate that. Yeah, when these guys try to do their spin, I try to unspin it. Or when they get things wrong, I say, no, this is wrong. So, a guy like Rub It In Rich CIMINI tried to explain the difference of a 3-4 and a 4-3 defense and how the Jets were actually in 3-4 a lot last year. They were not. And I had to tell him, no, this is actually incorrect. Now, Rub It In Rich CIMINI does not care about his comments, whereas Connor Hughes actually does. Zach Rosenblatt does a little bit. Rub It In Rich will never pay attention to his to people like quote tweeting him or commenting on his posts. He's not going to respond. He's been covering the team for 37 years. He doesn't care really about your comments. But he was totally wrong, for example, and I had to point it out, and I hope more people will follow me so they don't get misinformation. Because what he was trying to say is that, which is completely stupid, when Jermaine Johnson is in a 2-point stance, he counts as a linebacker. What? It's like, no, dummy. The reason he counts as a linebacker is because he switched his number to 11, if you remember that. Remember when he switched his number to 11? Well, to do that, you have to technically be designated as a linebacker in all of the NFL data systems. So technically, we're always in a 3-4 when Jermaine Johnson is on the field, regardless of 2-point stance or 3-point stance, or 4-point stance for that matter. It's because he's a linebacker in all of the data systems that the NFL uses because he's technically a linebacker. But as we all know, he doesn't do any linebacker stuff. He's a defensive lineman. So all of the data sets, data systems, whether it's next-gen stats or NFL Fast R, by the way, anybody who's working in data should know how to work in R. If they're not, you should question their findings, like Narnia, for example. But all of those systems have Jermaine Johnson as a linebacker for that reason, and I had to explain that to him and to anybody who was paying attention because that's a very important thing. But CIMINI got it wrong. And it's kind of wild that somebody who works for ESPN and is supposed to be in the know and has been watching football for 40 fucking years, you would think something elemental like that, which is just elemental, would be understood by somebody who's supposed to be a football beat writer. Not with Rub It In Rich. He likes to rub it in. He likes to rub it in. He's a rub-it-inster. Very strange, but I straightened him out. But the problem is I only have, let's look at it, 279. Frankie from Flatbush has 279 followers. So people don't really take me seriously when you have 279 followers. People just look at the followers and they go, well, is this guy a trusted voice? Oh, 279 followers? Nope, he's an idiot. So, I don't know. I'll keep trying to pump out good content on here. Maybe I could grow it. Because I really would like people to, straightening things out like that is kind of important, I think.